through the years, man, we all know that, you know, James Jamerson, when all the stuff that he did. I listen to a lot of believe it or not, I listen to a lot of AM radio. So I got a lot of Rod Stewart and stuff like that. More the rock that came up during that era. So that's why I'm a big rock fan. Now, as far as the funk and all the soul stuff, that was a given. That was in the house. That was at dinner. You know, so I didn't even have to try to listen to it. That's what the parents, that's what the sisters and brothers listened to. So that was just part of life, you know. So I had that, but the other music, I had to do that myself, you know. So I listened to the AM stations. That's why I got all my rock influences that balanced me out with the different styles of music. But I can say my brother turned me on to James Taylor, and I can't think of the band. He turned me on to Three Dog Night. I mean, my brother was listening to this stuff too, so he gave me a lot of rock influences, which was really cool. And he didn't play a lick. He was no musician whatsoever, but he turned me on to a lot of cool music. And today I use that in a lot of my writing. I use that in a lot of my playing. I mean, you got Zeppelin. I mean, to me, Zeppelin's funky, you know. So that the groove just kind of, I was just drawn into it. If you get up to today, you got bands like, you know, punk bands, Green Day. I mean, these guys are good. These are good bands. They're not selling a million records for nothing. I mean, these are good bands. All of them might not be that good, but the ones that are good, you know it. And I've been to a Green Day concert, and these guys are no joke. You wouldn't believe that I listen to that kind of stuff, but I do. I'm well-rounded with jazz, classical music. I couldn't name a whole lot of artists because I just don't know the names, but I do have the music, and I listen to it all the time. It's almost like a necessity because I can get bored with one genre of music real quick. So I gotta listen to a lot of different things, and it keeps me grounded here with bass, because I come up with a lot of cool licks that might not be bass licks. It could be saxophone or violin or keyboard, or you got your Indian music, the instruments they use. It's just a lot of things that I use to keep me doing cool stuff here. You know, it could be the simplest, and I could put it in a song. You know, it's just what I do. I think what a lot of cats do. They probably don't talk about it, but they do. I don't think I'm the only one that's doing this, but I listen to a lot of music to keep myself grounded, because I can really never say that I came up with this and it came out of my head. That probably was done way back then. I'm just redoing it, you know. So I just keep it simple and love what I do. If you really want to play bass, if that's your instrument, cool, but don't weed out the other instruments, because I mean, I play keyboards, I play guitar, and I play drums. I'm nothing like that like I am on bass with the instruments, but I can write my own music with each instrument. I can at least do that. So it's good to be grounded with a lot of different basic elements to go with. If you want to be a bass player, you should know how, if you can, learn how to play a little guitar, because it'll help you out understanding where you need to go, you know, with your notes and with your your root notes and stuff with the guitar player, understanding what he's trying to do, or understanding the keyboard player and understanding the feel of a drummer. If you can play that just a little bit, you can understand it even more. It frees your mind, you know. You can understand what goes on with other instruments. So don't be too shy to try other instruments along with your. You can make bass your main instrument, which is a good instrument to have a main, because right now bass is still fresh and new. People don't see a bass player doing what a lot of bass players do today. They think of a bass player standing in the back and just, you know, but you could be right up front doing the same thing, but just showing it off, you know. But you'd be surprised how a lot of people come up and say, man, you play that guitar real well, but they don't ever say bass because they don't understand that it's a totally different instrument from that. But that's just kind of how it is. It's always been like that, and probably always will be like that. But you can change it. You can make them understand, but just explain it to them. I wouldn't get offended by it, but just say, oh, I play bass. They say, oh, that's the bass. I didn't know that. Then you educate them, and you got you another bass fan.